I'm here. I swear. Hi, everybody. Yeah, look at that. 60 FPS. On my face, not my hands. How we doing? Hey, Gino. Here, but have me muted. Farming engagement. Yeah, what's the market price for engagement right now? Alright, well, I'm just going to jump right to it because I'm kind of excited for this. And I may hate my life. But we're going to be... I haven't even had any caffeine. We're going to be doing guard. Because I got these Cadians. I got these heads that I want to slap on them. Because I want to make the Alperan 104th Preservers. Who are my guard regiment. Yeah, farming. I may know a thing or two. Let's see. Go back. All right. I'll bullied you into buying plastic. What'd you buy? Run. Just mentioned I bought a model and Gino just had to copy. Valid. Some cool witch lady Mal said I should buy. Is that somebody I don't know anything about? Probably. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just putting things into a list because I haven't actually done it. Because I would, in theory, like to start a guard army. In theory. Just gonna grab some new plastic, but really do not need any more. I haven't found something that catches my eye yet. Well, I cleaned out my pile of shame the other day, and I put everything in one spot so I'd be able to see it. This isn't including the models that I have over there already assembled. These are just the ones that I have to build. But it's all these here, which at scale looks pretty minuscule. I've got 2 more Plague Marines. I've got the entire Onslaught box. I've got my Storm Boys, my Tech Thralls, and I've got my Obliterators and Venom Crawler in here. And that's it. That's all I gotta do. But all of these guys are gonna end up going to Angels of Sorrow. Because I think I told you patrons the other night, I have 7 models left before I've painted all of my Angels of Sorrow. So I'm going to be adding a few more with this. We're going to be running a squad of 6 Blade Guard vets, which is kind of neat. Anywho, let's get to these guard, because I'm kind of excited. Greyfax said you need her. She looks dope. So I was like, fine. Got Greyfax to be my Lord Inquisitor for the Witch Hunters army. Push myself over free shipping. Got some Red Corsairs. I wouldn't mind some Red Corsairs. I don't really have any piratical groups. Because the Fervent Storm are supplied by Vashdor. So, and by association, they get Gene Seed and War Gear and all that from the Dark Mechanicum. Some new paint, new A&K washes. Figured I'd give it a try. I have heard great things about the A&K washes, and I want to go that direction. I want to move away from Citadel for washes. I'll probably still use Citadel paints, but because I use washes for everything. Totes full of unassembled. Need to get those. No stores have them in stock. Are they on Amazon? I might actually pick some up when I get a chance. Alright, got a new blade on the hobby knife. Got the heads. Gonna put those off to the side. Those might wait a little bit. It's Corsairs, not Corsairs. And Corsairs, Crosshairs for a month now. What's in the bits bag? So it's these heads that I ordered off Etsy, and they are, I forget what they're called. They're medieval German. So I'm going to be using those. I really wanted some Conquistador heads, but for 5 of them on Etsy, it was like $15, which, okay, that's fine. Shipping was like $45, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't care where you came from. Landsknecht. Landsknecht is what these heads are. Yeah, so medieval German. Hopefully they'll fit on these bodies. If not, I may have to suck it up and do some green stuff. As much as I loathe doing green stuff. Found a store that ships fast near me. Shame it's across the state. Alright, I need to see what I actually can put in this. Put one with a flamer, one with a grenade launcher, one with a melta, one with plasma. And then the sergeant, he can have, let's see what's on the sprue. Auto drum fit auto gun, las pistol and chainsword, or bolt pistol and chainsword. Interesting. All these little numbers, I'm gonna have to freehand because I know that there's not gonna be the 104. For obvious reasons. I'm going, they are the 104th. Oh, by the way, welcome in, Input. I don't think I acknowledged you. Yes, definitely from a European vendor. But these were too. These were from Ukraine. So, I don't know. Alright. Me. How many heavy weapons? Should I do bolt pistol or las pistol for sergeant? Or should I do the drum fed auto gun? I kind of want him to have the chainsword, so I'll probably end up going that route. And some Trench Crusade. Reading a blank page. I've noticed that they've been throwing out some random odd names. I'm just looking at the size of these bits. I'm used to Space Marines. So this is weird. Alright. Look through the instructions here. I kind of like the las pistol, so we'll probably go with the las pistol. Well, let's do him first. So let's see, that's 5. The paper is bright. Oh, it's over here. It is quite bright. And all of the things are white, so you can't... There's no contrast. 5, 4. So much fretting. Okay, there's 5. The base sizes are tiny, so there's not really a whole lot you can do with them. Got 5, where's 4? Oh, it's right here. Okay. And 3 and 2. Yadoy. I'm blind. There's 3. And 2 right there. Okay. I paint whatever I want, mostly kit bash and random. That's how I do it. Wherever the ADHD leads. Random things, whatever the heart wants. Got a couple projects, I'll paint them depending on my mood. I finally have time to paint. Gonna ask random questions. Yes. Hate GW runners. Like mailmen? No one ever wants to hear my opinions on Bigfoot. Do I want to hear your opinions on Bigfoot? Since you're leading with the fact that no one ever wants to hear it, I'm kind of guessing no. Alright. So we're gonna go... las pistol. Maybe. I already stressed out the barrel. Fine. Do I believe in Bigfoot? No. I've been working on a bunch of corn daemons recently. Mostly done besides the Bloodthirster. I'll have one in the way in the next couple weeks. Awesome. If you want to join the Discord, feel free to throw them in there because we like seeing models. We do that a lot. Like a lot. Okay. Then you need the Sergeant Pauldron. Is there an empty holster for the last pistol? Maybe not. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to do this by hand because I don't want to stress out the barrel anymore. I'm working on a bunch. I read that. Bigfoot is real. He's so real. But he's the true God. Everything stems from him. Life, the world, everything. That is the only way I believe in God. The God is Bigfoot? Nessie and the story of a dolphin. I'm lost. They're inbred because there were only 2 left. Well, this took a turn. Gotta get my lore typed up for my homebrew mini faction and get it posted. Go for it. Do it. Do it. We need another homebrew review soon. All hail the flying spaghetti monster. Causing enough destruction. All the destruction. All the destruction. So little. I got way too used to Space Marines. Science, it takes two to tango. The only way Nessie still lives is that they are, in fact, descendants of the original Nessie. Uh-oh, question. What about this stream makes you stick around? Guess you guys have been super loyal. No sandpaper? I have sanding sticks, but I usually prefer to just shave it off because it comes off flush and it doesn't mess with the texture. In a desperate situation, I will use them. I can scream into the void and sometimes someone responds. I feel like that's a challenge not to respond. You were a cicada in a previous life. Let's see. Oh boy. Fun to bully. Well, yeah, there is that. I'm an easy victim. Get ignored in your morning streams. Don't make it happen in my night ones too. I have to cut that. Off too, just for expediency's sake. Not that I'm in a rush, but I'd like to keep things interesting from time to time. Look at your greaves, man. Knife holes all over them. Often streaming. I've been needing to find people to do hobby streams. I stream once a week. So Tuesday evenings at 6:30. Last night just so happened not to work out for me because I had some things I had to take care of. But I do regular hobby streams every Tuesday night at 6:30 Central Standard. And then the rest of the time I'm hanging out in my Discord, which I believe the link to that is in this description. Should I report my coworker to HR? He just sent me, I like when 2 free things onto my lap. In context, he's sending me free games on Steam. Yeah, today's the weird one. Oh yeah, fall will be wonky. Last fall was wonky. There was the occasional one-off stream, and sometimes there will be gaming streams. I'd like to dedicate myself a little more to that, because that has not been a thing as of recently, and I feel like I need to change that. Because recently I've been getting back into D&D Online, or not D&D Online, Elder Scrolls Online. Not because it's a good game, because I generally don't enjoy it. Just that one there. But my creative fantasy brain has kind of been kicking off recently. My head's been all over the place. I've been Warhammer, been writing, fantasy, been writing, and I'm gonna keep doing that because we played DDO for such a long time. Elder Scrolls Online, it's just a pretty game, and it's got some easy, mindless quests to jump into. So I've kind of been doing that. So I may do some of that on stream at some point in the near future. Oh, damn it. I was supposed to connect around it. Blood Harvest. September, November. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm a part-time farmer. Oh, that was already explained to you. You're protecting your skin out in the sun. Skin cancer is no joke. On occasion. It hasn't really been a huge necessity recently. Because we haven't gotten into the stupid heat yet. But when we get there, sunscreen will definitely be involved. Here to detail painting. You could hop on and talk, I'm sure. They would love to bully you in my stead. Okay, can this just go on in any direction? Looks like down. About it. Let's put this on. But we can do that on Discord. Those calluses built by building minis. I burn intentionally once a year, then I'm good. No sunscreen needed. That's usually how I am. I get one. I don't even really burn anymore. I just get increasingly more tan. Live in Arizona, so all sun all the time. That makes sense. I've been to Arizona once. Honestly, one of my favorite states, but that's just because I like desert.
What town is this?
Scotland, not much sun here. Very nice. You know, we do end up getting a few Europeans in here every once in a while. It's been a minute since we've had anybody of repertoire. Because time zones and all that being a thing. I'll go outside in the summer unless there's water involved. I go outside in the winter. Yes, insert all Scotland memes here.
Suddenly. About 60 miles.
Years living in Spain gave me enough sun for the next 4 lifetimes. I've been around. Yeah, I'd rather have like 90 degrees with 60% humidity than anything cold or snowy. So I'm kind of the odd one. We're gonna pick a head for the sergeant. Preferably one with a face. If ooh, it kind of looks weird. And they don't go down in the collar. Don't really want to shave the collar off though. Wonder. Let's find one I like. Mustache. Mustache. Yeah, mustache would probably be appropriate. Is there mustache with no visor? Yeah. I hate pants and long sleeves. Don't we all? I want to put one of these side by side to one of the standard heads and just look at the scale. Because I feel like the scale is slightly off. Or it could just be the helmet throwing it off. Yeah, they're slightly bigger. Dang it. Where the head's from? It's some vendor on Etsy in Ukraine. No October's seeing here. I'm October. Yes, the head bag. Is it that noticeable? They're ever so slightly bigger. Not the 27 by chance? No, it is not. Put it up against one that's not screaming. Set one that's not screaming. Well, do I try it? I'm on the fence now. It's just a slightly bigger scale. Here's what I'm going to do. that's not what I'm gonna do. It's a failed attempt. Forget I ever tried that. Plan B. Really do not want to dig into the green stuff. Or make thumbnails of the stream, what you're painting or building, or do you pick a model at random before stream? I don't usually. I could be better about that. I usually just have the one for a general painting stream. Yeah, it'll suffice. It's acceptable. So here, I guess we have our sergeant. He's already got a name too, because I'm writing a little tidbit about a sergeant interacting with some of the Angels of Sorrow who have just touched down on the planet of Gardor. I'm going to set him up there. I actually want to see his scale next to a Space Marine. So here's the Space Marine I just finished painting last night. Here. Okay. I see. Just curious to see what guard you'd be working on. Guess you make a custom regiment. I do. So everything that I have, every army, every faction that I ever do is homebrew. Because that's what's really drawn me into the hobby, is your ability to be able to create something within the Warhammer universe. So I've counted this numerous times. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now 10 different armies that are all homebrew. Going to bed. Kids do got it easy, unless they choose not to sleep. Looks like a Lamenter offshoot. So they are a successor of the Lamenters. They are the Angels of Sorrow. And I have quite a bit of lore on them. All right, what's next? Well, all that, we've been streaming for almost an hour and we've got 1 out of 10. All right, so next is going to be our Vox guy. So, don't need the bases yet. Don't even 100% know how I'm going to base them yet. I was always a sucker for existing schemes with modifications. Yeah, and you can totally do that too, especially in like chaos or something. Because if you're doing chaos, then you can just say it's a warband of such and such legion, because that's what I've done for my world eaters. Vibrant Carapace, Behemoth, House Warlock for knights, Archangel split between 30 and 40k, Demons for Corn, all different by unit. Do me a favor after stream, can you send me a link to the heads? I can. I'll actually do it right now because I'm going to forget. There you go. Alright, world eaters, I'm wanting to mix skull takers and the standard scheme. So my world eaters are actually a mixture of world eaters and Nurgle. So Death Guard. They are world eaters that were actually partially corrupted by Nurgle. So they serve both Khorne and Nurgle. So I've mixed up a bunch of their units. With a bunch of kick bashes, Copycat, Chino up to his usual tricks. You have access to sell those heads. Alright, 100, 101. Is this on the other sprue? Shouldn't be. Might be. Oh, yep, okay. Rotted corpses the battlefield. I'm going to copy a really cool kit bash I saw of a possessed with an 8-bound. Makes them look like they actually have 8 demons in them. That sounds sick. Okay, 98, 99. Also, book quote unquote reading update. I've just been consuming audiobooks because that's the easiest thing for me to consume while I'm at work. I finished Darkness in the Blood, the Blood Angels book. It's the book where Mephiston crosses the Rubicon. I just finished it today, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Now I've moved on to Storm of Iron because Iron Warriors and Iron Warriors are peak. I'm not biased or anything. Also, I really like, for anyone who's read it, it's about well, it's an Iron Warriors assault, but there's a vibe amongst the Iron Warriors that they all hate Hansu because he has Imperial Fist gene seed in him mixed with the Iron Warriors gene seed. And I think it's super interesting because it kind of helps me out with the Fervent Storm and the Iron Warriors outright rejecting them because the entire chapter was chimeric because they were Iron Warriors and Salamanders. Okay, 106. Find where you know those heads from. I'd love to have an Iron Warriors army. Closest I'll get is buying Mutilators and running them as Chaos Spawn. I do love me some Iron Warriors. That's why my primary Chaos Warband is they have Iron Warriors gene seed. They started off as loyalists, but they didn't end up that way. And now they serve Vashdor. They have fully pledged themselves to Vashdor because the Iron Warriors proper, namely just Perturago, outright rejected them because their gene seed was impure. I was thinking about grabbing the Daka merchant license to sell Space Marine bits, maybe one day. I was thinking about getting on and buying just a chaplain helmet because I have the chaplain from the Onslaught box, which was from the 9th edition Space Marine kit. Is that correct, Melodus? And for some reason that particular chaplain doesn't have a helmet, which I thought was kind of a no-no amongst the chaplaincy. So I think I thought it was kind of odd. I've got to come up with a color scheme for these guys because I can't land on one. This is one of the few cases that I will use the sanding stick because I can't get those quite flush the way I want them. It just leaves a little texture behind. Is the only reason I don't use it. Throwing bits. I feel like it'd be counterintuitive to make them bright orange. Be kind of funny though. They're not a penal legion. Otherwise, it would make a lot of sense. £8 and more gas. I do not. Let me see how the wings will look next to them. Being a wing slaughter pad. That would be intriguing. For sure. Let's put box back on before do the arms. In close to the face. Didn't drill that barrel. Do that right quick. Las barrels are much smaller than bolt rifles. Let's pick out a head. Probably a screaming one. It's got some kind of artifact on his face. World Eater's model and Bone Reaper model. I played Mal as focused on some conference tonight instead of Face Cord Live. Excited to get a bunch of cool minis coming in a couple weeks. Good thing I've been able to shrink my pile the last few months. It's kind of where I'm at. I haven't really gotten anything substantial for a while. Alright, we're gonna make this one work. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. So much, okay. Worst thing about gel super glue is it's super compressed in the bottle, and every time you open it, it just comes pouring out. we're gonna give that time to set up. Oh crap. No, no, no. Okay, note to self. Cannot freestand. Okay. Since Morgan became a paint tuber, he doesn't have time for us anymore. Fame changed him. Goodness, here for buying. Only got 4 Carnifexes. I got 2 for free since there was problems with some bits in the first box. That's awesome. Always never shrinks. Bought 2 big Blockies models because I wanted to try them out to see how they compared to Gundam models. Besides that, bought a couple Combat Patrol magazines. So far, I'm going to pick up 20 Berserkers and Mauler Fiend one. I can get my hands on it. That is a lot. Sit him right there. Hopefully nothing bad can happen. Alright, so for heavy weapon, is it legal to do 1 of each heavy weapon? Okay, so you can only have 2. What do we got? Plasma, flamer. Probably won't do the grenade launcher, and a Melta. I may honestly just do the flamer. Like 20-ish minis this year. So far I've painted 38 with another 18 on my table right now. I haven't actually tallied how many I've gotten this year. Alright. So next we're gonna do standard Troopa. Okay. 17 and 18, probably on this sprue. Oh, see you, Threads. Thanks for joining. Man down. Thus the search begins.
I know it sounds silly, dear, but do it for me, please.
Found it. Okay. Oof. Thought it was going to be a seek and find episode. Not buy threads. Yeah, yoga time. Fifteen, 16. Warden is another commenter. Yeah, Warden is the one who likes to stream at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I can't watch his streams. Well, except for today. Today he was streaming while I was at work, so I definitely wouldn't have been able to. And 21. Only done at the conference. Asked one question during Q&A and then dipped. He fixed his sleep schedule. His normal time is 2 Eastern. He wanted to do twice a day, but he's running out of minis again. I don't understand how he burns through them that quickly. I'm lucky to get one a week. But I'm also only home from work for like 4 hours before my body crashes and I have to go do it all again. Hence why I only stream once a week. Everything's good. I'm tired. Making some guardsmen. Writing a lot. Listening to a lot of Warhammer books. So there's that. My creative juices the last couple weeks have just been skyrocketing, which I'm very thankful for because I've been doing Warhammer and I've been doing fantasy and I've been working on my Marvel campaign for the Marvel TTRPG. So I have been doing very well creatively. There's a bedroll too. 19 right here. Painted 7 on Saturday during his 12-hour long stream. That's crazy. Started strong painting wise this year, then halted. Barely done anything in the past 2 months. It's like an 18+ hour stream. That's nuts. I finished 2, so I finished the Sergeant and the Voxman. And we discovered that the heads that I got are slightly larger than the Cadian scale heads. But it's not too much that it's obscene. It's just a little bit awkward. A little bit. Can't gotta watch the VOD. Speaking of VODs, I saw today that somebody subscribed to my gaming channel that I haven't posted on since December. Or was it January? I don't remember. Because I kind of stopped gaming, period, and having time to throw together videos for it. Hey, you're on Twitch too. Older Imperial Guard kids have bigger heads. Is all the lead in the water back then? I don't doubt that. Yeah, I just bought the heads off of Etsy, so I even looked up the scale. So I was hopeful. Also, they don't quite fit snug inside the collars of the uniforms. But it's fine. They kind of just float on top. Can't see what you say. My eyes suck with no glasses. Need to drive engagement on 2 fronts. Doing it for the algo. This allergy haver keeps rubbing his eyes like some kind of person with allergies. I do have terrible allergies. You'd think in my profession that it would be something I would get over. But it never fails. Every year, 2 weeks out of the spring and 2 weeks out of the fall, I'm basically on the verge of death. Constantly. cringe when it does, but goated when we do it. There's another one. Bits are so much tinier. Here we go again. Gotta go cave diving. Find a bit. Found it. That's what you were doing. It's much funnier with no sound. This is called the slant slide. What'd you do if it came to light that all the people in your chat were actually just one dude? I would be very impressed to hold continuous conversation with yourself for months on end. Go see Mal, even in faces stream, talking a bunch. I'm not number one. It's the Chino handicap. Due to the fact that your messages are insubstantial and akin to spam, meanwhile mine are inherently more valuable. It's one thing I've understood about multiple personalities. If one person learns something, they all learn, or only that person. Big mouse stream weekend coming. Hope everyone marked their calendars. What am I doing this weekend? I have a lunch meeting on Saturday. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. Say the word, baddest word. You're right. Watching your stream is exactly what I'll be doing. If you have a rough time, that probably will be exactly what I'm doing. Forgot again. Watch mouse streams, but not mine. Well, I never see yours. Also, if you don't put it in the share your content tab on my Discord, I might not see it anyway. Malidus uses it, and so I watch Malidus' streams. Warden uses it sometimes. Last night, Mal said his black tutorial was going to be 7 different types of black paint tutorial. I did miss it. I've been interested in getting into this type of streaming, but haven't touched streaming in a good 4 years or more now. Well, there's always an opportunity. Almost 10 years. Holy crap, okay. This is entirely too much glue. I don't mind that. I can work with that. Okay. All right, moving on. You think they look good? I still feel like they're a little too upscaled. But I guess the bulk of the helmet kind of works. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Time to make the tanks look medieval too. I want to get at least one tank. If I do end up deciding that I want to make an army, there will probably be maybe a couple. Few clarifications. Tomorrow's stream may be canceled, and then we're doing an extra long stream day on Saturday, starting in the afternoon, going till lose the will to live. Maybe a Sunday stream, depending on if Gino is worthy. So in like 2.5 seconds, when it's only Gino talking to you. It's also only 5 times the black. Alright, so next one. Ooh, I like the one with the combat knife. I like the odd poses and not just the aiming and shooting.
Oh, that's all right.
29, 28. And 27. So just chase. Do 2 more as a special sub only on your Patreon. That's hilarious. It doesn't tell me what that part number is. Assuming all of the bedrolls are the same? Question mark? It's 25. Oh, it's right there at the top. Okay. The special Lord Commissar tier for 100 a month. But for you, Cheeto, I'll do a 15% discount. GW won't let me do more. Cash in name, no money. Waste on dumb stuff. Excuse you. I'm hurt. No, I'm not. Okay. I got 33. 33 and 31 and 32. There's 32. And 31. Great. Is there anything else I need to nip off? Okay, I think I'm good. Got all my printers, only 2 in photo are mine. Other 3 are 2 resin printers. Old. I had, excuse me. I had an Ender 3. Well, I owned half of it. It spent its life at my house. And then it moved and it never worked again. So I no longer have a printer. You ruined your Marshall? Shared your conversation piece in the Discord. His yellow looks bad. I thought his yellow looked great. Or did you touch it up again? I thought he looked fine. Big day in the office tomorrow. Don't envy that. I have a big day tomorrow too. Not in the office. It's gonna do non-metallic steel. Come back to it. Get to work day tomorrow, so my niece is going to be hanging out. And your little cousin. More white, not more yellow. You know, if you keep backseat painting, if you keep backseating my paint jobs, I'm going to sneak into your setup and unspool your filament into a tangle onto the floor. Look up, look up. I don't know why that struck me as funny.
I understand perfectly.
Oops. Forgot to do that foot. Okay. Combat knife. So, better slap this baby on here. One direction or another. This way. Yep. Okay. Now the knife. Right there. We gonna get him. Come on. Right. Okay. I must turn my guns be cool. I don't have an answer for that. I've got 19 of them over there that need painted. Procrastinating the entire stream. I finally base coated the black on a whole two of them. Going to get into looks maxing to drive up stream engagement. Do you think a bone mashing or peptide review segment is more attractive to the Gen Z cohort? Bone smashing. Got a guy who knows how to paint nids better than anyone here right now. Just seeing these 10 left. I've got left to paint 5 more barbs after that. I have no small ones left. Only medium and a couple big bugs. Do you brush prime or spray can? Are you asking me or are you asking him? I rattle can prime. to show my face. Is avant-garde SMR bone smashing the next big thing? Yes. That's it exactly. That's an input, not the main character. Yes, I am. It's my stream. That was expensive, but I'm renting right now, so I've got space for proper ventilation and for printing. I'm done with the uni though. I'll be buying both. Okay, there's 4. Six more to go. Okay, how long have we been going? 2 hours. I am dragging this evening. I was telling myself all day, oh, tonight's stream's gonna be great. I'm gonna have all the energy in the world. I'm gonna get all 10 guardsmen put together. We'll see. Six and 37. Oh, 39 and 38. What's your legs? Yeah, it's 39. That is 38. Yeah. FDM printing isn't terrible, especially when using PLA. Worked great for minis, but resin is pretty rough. Oh, you did join the Discord. Very nice. Excellent. All right. 77 and 76. This dude is strapped with grenades. bedroll. 35. Got it. Excellent. Wonderful. Right. Is your stream super delayed because of the restream thing, or is it by choice? It's a YouTube thing. Whenever it gives me the option to have chat delayed. It's grayed out, so I can't fix it. So it's a 30-second delay by default, and it won't let me change it. And it's kind of irksome. It's a lesser demon of corn. But Twitch doesn't do it at all. So I really don't know. Let's see. 40 and 41. Wonderful. Great. Wunderbar. We do all of the fun things. All of the fun things. 40. Where is 40? That is 8. 40. Oh, found it. Okay. What's your favorite Chaos God, by the way? It's actually Nurgle. I really like the aesthetic of just Nurgle and Nurgle's demons and the Death Guard. So if I were to give myself over to a Chaos God, it would be Nurgle. 100%. %, humidity. Yeah. That's the way, we like it. I don't know why I'm diving into an obligatory German accent. It's unprompted. Do that in my day-to-day life. Just dive into any random accent, typically. Speaking of accents, so I told you guys I was listening to Darkness in the Blood. And the VA for it, one of the naval officers he did had an explicitly American accent, and it was so off-putting because all of his other characters were like Eastern European, Russian, British, and then there was just this one American dude. Because when I think of anything Warhammer related, the last thing I think of is American accents. It is the absolute last thing I think of. You've heard of the last Kethrig, but now bring you the last Nebraskan. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Those are... Whoa. Okay. Well, I am gonna stop the stream and I'm gonna throw away all my Warhammer and never paint again. Okay. I'll just go jump in the nearest river. Nin tutorial. The highlighting is what gets me. That's crazy. You know, you collect these tutorials, but somehow never seem to put them to use. Sim blocks for 2. Why do you need tutorials? Valid question. Why do you need tutorials if you're never going to have time to do anything? Put this bad boy on here. Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Let's just go. it. Drop 1 bit, 2 more shall take its place. These guard bits are really hard to hold on to. Oh. Oh, found it. All right. We're gonna have to do it this way. We did it. I think that was good. Big helm. I don't like the full face covered ones. Anyone said anything snarky in my early retirement comment? I wasn't here for it. I got nothing. Okay. There's 5. I've somehow ended up doing non-metallic on rivets. Please send someone to save me from myself. What did you do? That sounds excruciating. This next one's gonna be the flamer guy. Eight 47. Must be on the other one. Yep, sure is. Okay, 46 and 45. Not the best mini yet. I'm going to scream. Six. That one will be Ortimus. Still have to paint my own since you threw it away. He has a new family in Maryland now. Be 55, 53. And 54. Right here. face. I'm going to meet Mal in real life in a month. You mean to shake his hand for you, or like poke him with a knife, asking for a friend? Knife is good. Warden says just to transfer them. You shouldn't have to transfer your paints for you. Pots are made that way on purpose. Some will paint. Yeah, I have a whole bag of dropper pots right here to put all of my Citadel paints into, and I haven't done it yet. No, knife is good. Acceptable. Just make sure you send a video of yourself doing it. Because I need undeniable evidence. I would meet Mal in real life too if I drove about 20 hours in one direction. But I don't have that kind of time. We were saying at some point last year a meetup would be really cool at like Adepticon. Because at some point in my life I would like to go to Adepticon. Just to go hang out for a day or two. Because I don't play the game. Alright, I felt that one hit the floor. I know generally where it is. I'm afraid to move. Can't beat Frozen Imperial. Oh, nope, there it is. Found it. Alright. Log into his Patreon account and switch him to the highest tier. Change the bank account. My great personality and good vibes are irrefutable. In Minecraft. I don't know what you're so freaked out for, Mal. Just chill out. You're being irrational. You think they told Caesar he was being irrational? Yes. Yes, I do. Wait, why are you comparing yourself to Caesar all of a sudden? And then you can be like, et tu, Gino? This may or may not be the last one. My vision is getting very blurry. Important patron request. Can you look at my Marshall and let me know what you think of the cold-hued steel on the belt buckle and sword chain? Hang on. I would look in a moment. Only because you're a patron and you get special privileges. I like it. Yeah, I like it. From a distance, it would pop. 3-foot rule would definitely apply. This needs to go first. Where's all this cat hair coming from? Good, good, good. Selling stuff at a con in New Jersey. We got 3 booths. This woodworker 3D printer that makes these insane DM screens. So we each get 1.5 booths. I'll also be there scaring off potential customers. 3-foot rule applies. Is having me tweaking right now. That's why I said it. It was purely intentional. It's okay. You can meet the original creator of TSR. Those extra minis. Okay. Got 2 connection points here. So that should make that relatively simple. Roll twice is brutal. One of the main reasons you're painting little guys right now. That's sick. Okay. Now we do the slightly more intimidating helmet. Maybe. Not really vibing with the neck guard. I think that's what's throwing it off. Probably just go full face again. How did I sign up for Warhammer Plus? I get cool free mini tomorrow. What do I buy to make it truly a free mini? Get free shipping? Who needs Warhammer Plus when you have YouTube Pirates? Alright, there's the Flamer dude. I think I'm gonna have to call it here, because my body is telling me that it's time to stop. But we got 6. Yep, 6 in total. I'm relatively pleased with how they turned out. Like I said, they are in the Alperan War right now. So they are fighting the Fervent Storm alongside the Angels of Sorrow. Real wing unpainted and a recast of the Herald of Corn on the way. Well then. Add priority to pre-orders with Warhammer Plus. And it would have a reason to exist. Valid. Very valid. Thank you. I think they turned out pretty well. I'll get the other 4 at some point in the near future and get them based. Basing's going to be the interesting part. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. See you all next week. If there are people here who don't already know, follow me on Instagram. I'm there. Follow me on, or sub on YouTube. Pushes us even higher. Go further beyond. Sorry, I'm dying. Join the Discord. We got a lot of fun stuff going on there, and non-metallic metal experiments that may or may not be panning out in the way people have desired. Yeah. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and become a patron on Patreon. You get special access to some special Discord channels and various things throughout my channel that I don't have to put a lot of effort in because expectations should be low because I don't have a lot of time. So, wait, why don't leave? Why don't leave? Oh, and your name gets added to the stream too, if you become a patron. Help is on the way? Uh-oh. Oh, it's a quote. I made her watch Mrs. Doubtfire for the first time the other night. And now she's been quoting it. Recap someone bullying. Everyone bullies me. I'm gonna pull out another Space Marine. I'm gonna pull out a Chaos Space Marine too, just because I want scale. You haven't watched it 100,000 times? No, I'm not doing a 12-hour stream. Maybe someday in the future when my life allows. All right, let's see some size comparisons here. So we got a Havoc from the Fervent Storm. We got a Blade Garvet from Angels of Sorrow. Put them next to this guy. And they are positively minuscule. 5 guys, big heads, tried to pull him out. Didn't work well. Why not? Because I'm dying internally and externally. I need to get all my models painted so I can do a showcase. Because I have a lot of stuff that I could potentially showcase. He also said he was going to buy some Marines to paint on stream. So nice of him. Those words never came out of my mouth, and if they did, then those Marines were intended for me. Warlord Titan. You mean a 10-year-old child? Yeah, I was absolutely gonna buy one of those.
Hi. Hello. What you doing? Hey, he said to come up here and harass you.
I was wrapping up.
Nah, you're fine. There's no seat over here.
There was. Ow! Okay.
Sorry.
This chair is not meant for 2 people.
Okay, let's see. What are people saying? I heard he's buying a... What is that? A warlord?
It's the size of a 10-year-old child.
He's gonna buy me some Marines to paint on stream? Oh, me?
I'm not buying you Marines.
I don't want Marines.
I would buy me Marines.
Guys, keep him on here. Harass him. Bully him.
Ow.
Huzzah! The stream continues! Yes! You mean illegally distinct? What does that mean?
Titan.
Oh.
Kadia stands, so will the chair.
Yeah, you're bony. No.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Okay, I guess he can stop streaming. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Is that pointing the right direction? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, well, that was also he keeps pulling me because my mini looks cooler than his. He must
Are you insulting him?
not on purpose.
Liar.
Fire some bugs. I have some bugs that aren't painted that I need to paint.
I don't want bugs.
Alright, that's gonna be it.
Oh.
Bye, everybody.